you've been nominated for USSF General Manager. Did you see that?
I did. I did see that. I mean, with the stuff you guys usually write about me, it's nice to hear something.
Exactly.
Have somebody write something nice about you, right?
Right.
But look, I'm really happy with the Sounders, and our focus right now is on defending our championship, and we got to try to make it into the playoffs and defend our title, because I think we have a team that's capable of defending that title. And look, there's a cautionary tale when I think everybody's pretty confident of the U.S. going down to Trinidad and getting a result, and the fact is we got to take care of business here at home against Dallas this weekend.
And when you look at as a stakeholder in U.S. soccer, though, when you see something like that, how much of a concern is there that there is a trickle-down effect on MLS, on the Sounders, on the kind of the way the league is perceived and the nation is perceived as a soccer nation?
Well, I think to that argument, I think the Panamanians and the Hondurans and the Costa Ricans might say that MLS has been a pretty good league. So I don't think that the league has had a part per se. Now, look, I mean, can we all get better? Do we want to be part of the solution? Absolutely. Take us. I've said this many times. We've identified player development as something that the Seattle area is pretty good at. You got a Kellen Rowe, a DeAndre Yedlin, a Jordan Morris. But can we make more of those players, and can we make them closer together so it's not every couple of years? And so we've tripled our investment in player development. We started S2. We've doubled the size of our academy staff. So, and we're 2 years into that spending, and in the process it's probably going to take 5 to 7 years before it bears fruit. So I give our ownership a lot of credit in terms of allocating the resources toward that function. And it is an area where, we believe we can improve as well. And I think the broad question is as MLS gets better, I think that will produce more soccer players, and more good soccer players should help the national team, hopefully, in the end.
Speaking of that growth as a league and as a U.S. Federation, how important is it going to be now to make some changes from the top to the bottom in order to fix the problem of these huge disappointments?
What I would say is, again, I'm the general manager for the Seattle Sounders, and I've just talked to you about what I've done here with the Seattle Sounders, and U.S. Soccer is going to have their process, and the people in soccer in this country are going to have their process, and look, we're going to focus on the stuff that we can control and the stuff that we can improve upon, and we think we can get better, and again, we think we can be part of the solution. So that's the positive, I would say.
In terms of the more casual interest with your average sports fan around the U.S., how much of a blow is this, though, to sort of that slow growth of interest in the sport in the U.S.?
Look, World Cup viewership is the highest soccer viewership you get, and you get a lot of casual sports fans. And then, for MLS to grow, I think you need casual sports fans to tune in. And again, I think we talk locally about who's going to pay attention here locally to the World Cup. And, fortunately for us, and I probably should have started with this, but congratulations to Roman Torres and to Nico Ladero, and Gustav Svensson's still alive. They got the draw on Tuesday. And so the Sounders are going to have players playing in the World Cup. And that's really exciting. And I hope that's something that people here locally care about and they want to tune into. And so to me, again, it's not a U.S. soccer issue there. The World Cup is this awesome event. And for the Seattle Sounders, I think it can be a really cool event because we have really important players from our team that are going to be playing on this biggest stage. And, what Roman accomplished, his nation has never qualified before in the history of their country. He did it. And he scored the goal. I mean, and he's their captain. And, that's amazing. And I could not be more happy for him. If you guys haven't seen the video of him riding on a fire truck through Panama City, please Google it. It's awesome. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited about the World Cup because for our club, it's a really good thing.
Is there any, when he scores that goal, is there any sense of mixed emotions, knowing, at the time, knowing, oh, that may have just knocked the U.S. out, or are you just happy for Roman?
I'm happy for Roman, man. He's not picking who he's scoring on at what time, and he's trying to win. Literally, he's trying to elevate his country to something they've never been to before. And I don't know how. I understand the question, makes sense. I think you got to be happy for him in that moment. And again, can we get better at player development as part of the Seattle Sounders? Yes, we can. We are investing in that. We believe we will, and hopefully then that leads to better outcomes on the national team's level as well.
Garth, some stuff on the internet said that you would be a candidate, or you'd be a viable candidate, not only you, but you would be a great person to work for U.S. Soccer as a general manager. Any thoughts on that? Or
what I would say is I'm focused right now on my job as the Seattle Sounders general manager. I think it's a big challenge here. It's been a lot of fun for me to come to a big club over the last 3 years and really implement, again, some changes that we've talked about, investing in player development, starting S2, investing in kind of the long-term growth of the club. winning a title, hopefully getting in the playoffs and defending a title, and you know, that keeps me plenty busy right now.
These last two games being about as important. I mean, it seems like it's become a normal thing for Sounders to have these last few games be meaningful. But does that, I don't know, is there a positive to be taken from these final games requiring the focus of, you know, knowing that winning on Sunday clinches a playoff spot, but that the playoff position is very much in question still?
Yeah, look, I mean, I this question comes up every year. It's a good question, right? But I mean, it begs the question of, well, if we're glad this game's meaningful, then I guess we didn't care that much about winning in Philadelphia. So, I mean, you got to get in the playoffs. You got to get in the dance. However you get there, whether you lose in or you win in or it's competitive, like, I don't care. We got to get in. We got to get in. I think it's really important that we have a first-round home game. We're still alive for a bye. I think that would be really helpful. If you just look at the data of the number of teams that get through on a bye, you know, we, under all circumstances, want to avoid the 5-6, and of course, more than that, we want to avoid missing the playoffs. And so, again, if it can happen to the U.S. team in Trinidad, we need to be mindful it can happen to us as well. But it's all there to play for, and I guess that's what I'd say maybe is I hope we should be looking up as well as looking down. We should be fighting to make the playoffs, but we should also be aware that we have a chance to get a bye. Can't completely control that, but if we win out, if we win on Sunday, we have a chance to potentially get a bye, and that helps us defend our title, and that's the focus of our team.